Okay. I believe we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the after party.
Space Force. Emery? Are you okay? Tried to warn you.
What's happening?
We're doing a show. You're supposed to play a video game.
What game?
Detroit's The Human. Coup Detroit. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the after party. Seriously, though, it's really great.
You see this shit?
Delay.
Yeah, what a fun time. You can ask us questions, and then Emery... Oh, my God, that's the machete! That's the... Wait, I gotta get over. I gotta go look at it. Hold it up. Holy fucking hell, dude. There's no way...
It's nice, right? It's fucking cool looking.
That looks like a fucking handsaw.
Dude,
that looks like a buzz saw.
Awesome, bro. Look, man. I got a fucking machete, dude. My mom got this for me. What?
That's why hey, Emery, make yourself really big with that fucking thing. You got to show people that.
Okay, hold on.
Large. You can pretend you're cutting off my head or whatever.
I'll make myself
Remember
large.
how we did the funny large things last time?
The funny large things.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. I'm large. Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Oh, yeah. It's so fucking sharp, bro. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Shing. Whoosh.
Pretend like you're going to cut your beard off. Yeah, there you go. Put it next to your neck. See? That's good. Oh, God. Wait, so is one side sharp and one side's like a fucking saw?
Yeah, dude, one side's like a fucking saw, man. I don't even know why. Like, maybe because you might need to saw some shit or some shit. I don't fucking know what it's like to be out in the jungle.
Okay, well, you better put that down.
Okay, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna use
Don't put it on the floor, though, because the floor is about to get really full of, like,
dude,
something.
Bro, I got a fucking sheet for it and shit, man. It's all good.
Yeah, that's the sheet. Okay, you get it out of there. Put it away careful.
Put a fucking sheath on it, yo.
Okay, yeah, make sure your cats can't get hurt. Okay, put that away. Put it down.
Okay, I'm putting it down.
Put it away. Okay, Emery, so, remember how I said I was going to pay you $200 to dump the cherry chocolate fucks on your head?
Yeah, you said that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's happening.
For real? Wait, what? Yeah. Seriously? You're going to pay me $200? Wait. Before I do this.
Yes.
I'm getting $200, right? This is not being split amongst anyone else.
You are going to get $200.
I'm getting $200.
It's because Kristen Bowen actually paid for it.
Okay, I understand. I understand that somebody paid for me, but you guys are not going to take this money from me, are you?
If you pour that liquid over your head, all of it, and you ruin your entire life and your clothes and everything, then you get the full $200.
How is it going to ruin my life and my clothes and everything, dude? It's just
because you're going to dump it on your head.
This is not
How
that
much is left?
There is a lot of valuables around you. It may not be the wisest idea. So, Kristen offers you an alternative.
What's the alternative?
If you simply want to order food, like pizza, she suggests Turbo Crust, you can have that instead. You don't get the full amount at that point, but you also don't cause damage to your home and your property.
How much do I get?
You get 1/3 as per usual.
And a pizza.
And a pizza. And you don't have net losses of your property.
So it's either 200 straight up, and you pour all that shit over your head, or you get a pizza on Game Society plus 1/3 of the money, whatever's left after the pizza.
Guys, I'm just reiterating what Kristen offered. Okay, you don't have to be mad at me.
What's everybody saying? Tell me what they're saying.
Well, they don't want you to. Well, okay, so you got people who definitely want you to dump that on your head and ruin your things. Then some people who want you to take the pizza.
There's very vocal. The people who want you to dump it on your head are very vocal about this.
Yes.
$200. This is a brand new hat. I just got it. I just got this hat.
You would lose the bottle. You would lose the hat, potentially damaging your clothes, the floor, all that stuff. Maybe even the headset.
Your cats will probably come over and start drinking all the liquid.
And your cats will get drunk.
And they'll get drunk. They'll probably die.
But again, it is your choice.
I think you should do it. That's why you should do it. It'll be great. Because those cats are going to kill you anyway if you don't do it. You have to beat them to the punch.
Plus, Alden makes a good point. Cat's going to have to clean it up, and he doesn't mean your cats. Your girlfriend will have to clean it up because you'll be too
Emery
wasted.
will have to clean it up. Cat's going to go to a job, and Emery's going to have to fucking clean it up when he wakes up.
That's true. She won't do shit. I'll have to clean it up.
Yeah, so it's up to you, buddy.
I do kind of want a pizza.
Pizza or spill sticky filth all over your.
But I also want $200. Oh my god, $200 could buy so much shit, guys. That's so much money.
You could buy a new mixer. That's how much my new mixer costs. I wish I could pour liquid all over my head. Actually, I don't. I don't.
Hold on, what do we got in here? How much we got left?
You would get 66.
Oh shit! I already took the top. Guys, I'm fucking drunk. I just tried to take the top off of this, but the top's already off. I can't see. All right, guys. Oh shit. Okay, so Turbo Crust.
Yeah,
what time is it? What time is it right now? What time is it?
Just think of what you can get. Just think of what you can get with 200 monetary units.
200 monetary. Let me take a look at Jets. Let's see. Jets Pizza.
You have to get Turbo Crust.
That's what she said.
To, but he can.
No,
he should. She encouraged
it. Fucking Turbo Crust.
I would like him to get Turbo Crust, but he doesn't have to.
Oh, guys, they're only open until 10 p.m. Order for delivery. Can I order that?
Hurry up! Order it quick. Do it. Do it.
Oh my god.
Get to the Turbo Crust.
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 Run, go.
Get to the sauerkraut.
Okay,
so
fine.
Welcome new people to the chat.
This is the kind of bullshit that happens all the time.
Of course, but you can also ask us questions, and we will gladly respond.
So this is basically, kind of a Q&A where we all just hang out and stuff. This is a perfect question. Pixie4688, who I believe is brand new, says, "What's Turbo Crust?"
Turbo Crust is a special crust you can only get from Tim's Pizza. What's it called?
Jets. It's actually Detroit-style pizza,
Guys,
basically. It's
Jets is not accepting online orders right now. It's too late.
Oh god, it's from Detroit becoming pizza too.
God damn it, guys! It's too late. It's too late, man. They stop accepting orders around 10 o'clock, and it's 9:51.
Get a different pizza or pour the liquid.
Yeah, those are your choices. You have to order from a different pizza place then, or pour the liquid.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna order from Domino's or something.
Domino's. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now you're talking.
Ew.
Oh god.
I'd rather pour the liquid.
Anyway, to answer your question, Turbo Crust is like a special crust that you put on your pizza that makes it really fast. There's
what? It doesn't make it fast? What are you talking about? You fucking drunk ass son of a bitch.
Melted cheese on a crust.
Emery, why don't you explain Turbo Crust to people?
Okay, guys, Turbo Crust, it's super simple. Okay, you got this place. It's called Jets Pizza. Okay, they don't have it everywhere, but if you're lucky and they have it in your area, you better fucking get it. Jets Pizza.
They have it.
Anyway, so on the crust, they put fucking Parmesan cheese, fucking butter, fucking salt, pepper, maybe oregano or some shit. It's just like all of the tastiest crap that you could possibly put on a crust. They put that shit right on your crust, and then they call it Turbo Crust, and they do it for free, man, fucking free.
Can you
believe that?
Yet?
Dude, fuck you, man. I'm ordering it. I
want to make the case in Emery's defense here. He loves Turbo Crust so much and is so associated with it. If you go to Google right now, go to the images section and just type Turbo Crust,
I'm gonna do that.
You will see 4 different images of Emery among pictures of pizza.
No fucking way. I don't believe that.
I am dead 100% serious.
It's fucking
go to
true.
Google, go to images, and type turbo space crust, and you will see 4 fucking pieces of artwork depicting Emery.
You're fucking shitting me. Okay, hold on.
I'm not shitting you.
I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this on the stream real quick.
I'm gonna try this peanut butter soda.
Kristen wants to know, what is Emery willing to do for $200?
Oh, fuck you. That's what I'm willing to do.
He's willing to fuck you, I guess.
Oh, whoa.
No. No. Oops.
Whoa.
Whoops.
Give it a second. What?
What? Hold on.
That peanut butter shit tastes like stale urine. Let's try the dinosaur Deadeye. Dinosaur Dome.
Dinosaur dong.
Oh, it's like starts out tasting like Tootsie Rolls and then starts to taste like mold.
Oh!
What the fuck?
What?
God damn, Adam, you were really... You know, actually the alcohol made that shit taste better than it actually tastes by itself.
Kristen is not interested in doing you, Emery.
Thank
Okay,
God.
here we go. There's the Turbo Crust fucking Google search.
I told you.
Let's see. You're right. Okay, on
Those
the
are
top
all
right,
amazing pictures.
that's me. Yep, and then there's me.
A fucking animation with you in it.
Sweet.
Yeah, look at the bottom right. It's like the
artwork.
Power Rangers, but your Turbo Crust Rangers.
That is
Dude,
amazing.
Click on the power. My favorite is Shift into Turbo Crust, but
Yeah, mine too. I made that one.
Those
I'm
are
proud
pretty
of that one.
good.
click on the Power Rangers.
I'm not gonna do that.
All right, then close it.
Fuck off.
Actually, all 3 of them, other than just the Obama-looking one, they're all Power Rangers.
Omega is quoting a classic Meatloaf song. I would do anything for pizza, but I won't pour sticky liquid.
Okay. That was a good time. I'm gonna go
Alden
ahead.
wants drunk Emery to DM the next D&D session.
Oh, Alden, you don't want that for real. For real, you don't. I will kill you so hard, bro.
Kristen, are you satisfied with Emery's decision?
Guys, go back to the image thing and just scroll down. There's another picture of Emery eating Turbo Crust, like way down.
Oh, from the actual video? God damn, that's amazing.
All right.
And you scroll down even further, and there's more pictures of Emery with Turbo Crust. There's more. I'm scrolling down. I haven't seen any of these before. There's just a whole bunch of pictures of Emery out there.
I don't think Emery's going to keep doing image searches. That's not a safe thing to do. That'll definitely get us fucked. Cal wants you to make me big for some reason.
Emery, appease Kristen. Say something else you would do for $200. She was very nice to donate in advance.
He's ordering the pizza first.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Come on.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Question.
Wait, I know what I'm gonna tell you. What Emery is going to do. Okay?
What Emery's going to do?
What Emery's going to do for this money? When he gets the pizza, each slice that he takes, he has to pour the chocolate cherry booze on his slice of pizza, and then eat it.
That's fine with me, but that's really kind of up to Kristen.
It's like eating cheesecake with pizza last time. This time he's eating chocolate cherry liqueur.
Chocolate cherry pizza cake. Ew.
Come on, Emery. You know you want to do it.
Fuck you. You're
You're gonna do it.
No. All right, guys. This is what's happening. I'm getting myself a pizza and some brownies.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
All right,
Is
you know
that
that's
acceptable?
actually fair. That's fair because of your whole diet thing. Yeah,
Exactly.
You're gonna backpedal the fuck out of that.
I'm getting a medium 12-inch hand-tossed extravaganza pizza, which is basically like a supreme pizza.
I love hand tossed. It's the best.
It's good shit. And then I'm also getting Domino's marbled cookie brownie, which I will give some to Kat, the love of my life, because she loves herself some brownies and cookies. So.
And then she'll hand toss you.
And she will hand toss the shit out of me tonight.
The shit of me.
Shit of me.
The shit of me.
All right, going to the checkout. Oh God, let me make sure that I don't accidentally give my credit card number out to everybody again.
Yeah, don't dox yourself again.
See, now Myth Randier has an interesting idea. Instead of donating to get Emery to eat food that's bad for him, what if we can get him to eat food that's really good and healthy but tastes horrible so he can still suffer?
Oh,
I would love to see Emery eat like a whole bowl of kale.
Yes. Yes.
God, that would be awful.
Uncooked kale.
Yeah. And he has to eat the whole thing.
I don't even have that shit in my house. Where would I get that in the middle of the night, huh?
At the grocery store. You go to the fucking...
You'd have to buy it in advance.
So I would just have to buy kale in advance and just have it in my house, just in case somebody fucking pays for me to eat it.
What we would do is we would just tell everybody, like, that's an option for tonight. Emery will eat a whole bowl of kale.
What I really want, though, is for Emery to be forced to eat chard. Liz says, when does that bet end? December 31st of this year, right after Christmas. Ain't no way it's happening.
Hey, fuck you, dude. I got this
Let
shit.
you starve yourself for a week. Don't eat any food at all.
I have been doing very well with my diet lately. Lately. Ever since my fucking birthday happened, I was doing very shitty. But the last, 3 days, I've been doing very well. In fact, today, all I ate was 2 eggs and a little bit of steak and a little bit of broccoli. That's all I've eaten today.
And not an entire cheesecake?
Not an entire cheesecake. Definitely not. I have been trying as hard as I fucking can recently. In fact, as soon as we get done with this E3 recording bullshit, I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to start going to the gym on a fucking weekly basis, at least 3 times a week. Fuck you. I'm going to do it. Fuck you.
That'll never happen.
I got this shit. Fuck off. Whatever, man. I got it. You're the worst. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times a week. Fuck you, man. I got it.
That just brought back so many amazing memories of when you lived here, and you were like, man.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. When I lived in Chicago, dude, I did go to the gym. Maybe not 3 times a week, but at least once a week. At least once a week.
Guys, I have a really great story about that. Okay, so I remember Emery was living in Adams, and there was a day, one day that came along, and I was like, Emery, what happened? Like, you were supposed to release a video, and you're supposed to do all this stuff. And the next day, Emery's just like, oh, yeah, sorry, guys. I went to the gym, and it was just, I was exhausted, and I spent the entire next day in bed.
I did. I did go to the gym when I was in Chicago. They had an all-night gym that was open 24/7, and I would go there in the middle of the night. What are you fucking laughing about? You were always asleep.
I just have all these, like I said, I have all these memories of like you, like, yeah, man, this time it's real. And then he would do like stupid shit, like sign up entire year memberships and then never go even once.
Whatever, man.
I remember this story about it. You're like, I have to get out of the gym membership I'm in because I paid for a whole year, and they make me write a letter and go in and like interview to get out of it, and I don't want to do it.
That's true. That's true. If you ever try to get out of a gym membership, they will fuck you pretty hard if you try to get out of that. That is definitely true. Anyways, I ordered the pizza. It'll be here soon.
I rest my case.
Now what do we do?
Oh my fucking god. Alright, okay. We're supposed to like answer questions and stuff. We'll see how that goes.
I'm getting myself some money, brah. That's what's gonna happen.
So, what are you doing here? Are you trying to escape something?
I'm helping the fucking android resistance in whatever mission they have to offer me. I don't know. I'm climbing. I'm doing a bunch of parkour shit, I guess.
Oh, this is great. Climbing on crates. I've seen this video. Yeah, those guys are amazing. Things they can jump on and run across.
Cyberlife! Oh, dude, I'm invading the Cyberlife factory. That's what I'm doing, bro. I don't need to jump over that shit.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't really care what's gonna happen there, I guess.
What? I guess I gotta go this
Liz
way.
broke her foot in 3 places. When was that? At the gym?
Oh, what? Who did that? Liz?
Liz is saying she broke
did?
her foot in 3 places once, and they still wouldn't let her out of a gym membership.
Oh my god, that's rough.
That is fucked up.
And according to her, they argued that you can still do arm workouts. That's how awful it is to try and get out of a gym.
That is a little messed up.
Meester, I think that's what Emery does refer to a pig as, a bacon animal.
A bacon receptacle.
Bacon No, you're the bacon receptacle.
Yeah, it's a bacon storage device.
Emery's a 500 gigabyte
bacon. A BSD is what pigs are. A bacon storage device.
Yeah, I agree. Emery needs some sort of Faustian deal to lose enough weight. Well, that's kind of what he has, isn't it?
Faustian deal? What are you talking about? What does that mean?
Faust. Cyberlife.
Faust.
The best cat food in town.
Guys, we gotta get rid of that drone.
While we're still kind of all functional here, I just want to once again say thank you to Kristen Bowen. I hope everybody gives her a round of applause here, because not only did she donate heavily all night, she's a good sport about this $200 thing that Emery didn't even really go through with. So
what are you fucking talking about? What are you talking? Wait, what? Fuck you, man.
Thing.
Emery will be paying.
He'll be
heavily. Don't worry.
Yeah, he'll be paying heavily. Don't worry. He's gonna suffer. That's the whole point. I like that she's investing in the suffering down the road. I appreciate that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, Omega, Adam is the devil, so it's totally comparable. Like, he's getting a tattoo of the devil on his ass crack. Above his ass crack.
If you guys, all right, so we have some newcomers here tonight, so let me explain this to people who may not know. Last year, Emery made a bet with all of us that he initiated, which it makes it his fault, because none of us made him do this. He brought it onto us. He decided he needed to lose weight. You were at what, 350? What were you at?
322.
And he wanted to get down to just under 250 pounds. And he said if he failed to do that by the end of the calendar year of 2018, which would be December 31st, 2018, if he's not less than 250 pounds, he has to get a tattoo of my face as a tramp stamp right above his ass. I get to choose what the image of my face is, incidentally. And at first this would have been like a small maybe tattoo type of thing, but Abed, who a lot of you guys know, decided he would be willing to fund said tattoo. He said he'd put into $2,000 worth of...
And make it a really quality
really
tattoo.
Fancy, nice tattoo of my face on his ass. So
God.
his goal is to obviously get under 250 pounds. So tonight, Kristen Bowen is aiding in the attempt to encourage Emery to eventually get the tattoo. So I want to thank her for that, because that's hilarious.
And if Emery succeeds, then Adam has to get a tattoo.
No. That was not part of the deal. If he succeeds, the only thing he gets is
$2,000 from Abbott.
He gets $2,000 from Abbott, but he also gets pride. Yeah.
That's actually really. Oh damn! I want that deal.
It's a pretty good deal, right?
Fat enough.
How much weight do I have to lose?
Here's the thing. I mean, I bet you Abbott would make you a similar deal, but you'd have to commit to something just as extreme. I mean, Emery, that's like a 70-pound goal. Aaron, you'd have to commit to basically the same thing.
I'm gonna kill the fucking guard. I'm gonna fucking kill the guard. Ready?
Do it. How about 30 pounds?
I'm not Abbott, but I'm guessing he would say no. It's a pretty extreme thing, because there has to be
$200.
You'd have to agree to lose 70 pounds within a calendar year, or get a tattoo of my face above your butt.
All right, tell you what, I'm gonna gain 50 pounds and then. Wait, it's not worth it for 2,000. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. The sheer number of awful internet comments would just make it never worth it.
Mm-hmm. They're like,
what's
when
that,
did you
Android
get 2
blood?
Emerys?
Probably Android blood, yeah.
Gender transition surgery. What gender am I transitioning into? There's a bunch of different ones now, I guess. Which gender? Asexual? I'm gonna transition into asexual. How do you like that? Wait.
Truth Decay says you should become a woman because you look pretty in a dress.
Okay.
Which I think is a compliment, actually.
Yeah, thank you. I'm proud of my womanly appearance.
Liz says, and also Courtney would be like, Jesus, again, Aaron?
It's like, quit transitioning all the time, Aaron, you dork.
Gary Mork says... Gary Mork says, "You guys ever gonna do another D&D stream? Rapey Adam was pretty good." Well, you were in the minority on that one, but thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people who are serious about role playing very upset with your behavior.
Yeah, they really, and I found that even funnier because I'm like, I could not have given less of a fuck about how serious that was.
That was obvious, but the thing is, people that are serious about role playing, they don't like it when you aren't. So
yeah, I know, and they don't really have a sense of humor.
No,
so I appreciate, Gary, that you did. And as Emery pointed out, I did try. There were times I made an effort, but at the end of the day, role-playing is not really my thing. But I would be down to do that again, but knowing full well you're going to get more of the same. It's going to be...
Yeah, it's just going to be like, my dick turns into a 300-long foot rope and blah, blah, blah. It's just like so fucking stupid.
Because I don't care if my character stays alive. I don't care about any of that. I don't take it seriously.
Liz, just to answer your question quick, do your girlfriends ever just give you an exasperated look? That's the only look.
That's the only face I ever see.
It's the only face we ever see. Omega says, I have a question for each of you. What was your least favorite part of your E3 journey?
Not going. That's my least favorite part.
Yeah, Emery, we don't invite Emery to things. He's not potty trained. But Aaron, I don't know. I guess mine would be basically having to miss the last day.
Oh, yeah.
I had to leave earlier than Aaron did, so I didn't get to go to basically the last day of it. But I had an extremely amazing E3 experience.
I did too.
Yeah, it was a blast. Obviously, I did a whole lot of stuff with Ubisoft and Sega. We got to hang out in the VIP lounge at Take-Two. Can we tell them that story? You want to tell them that story?
Let's go before they catch us.
Oh, yes. Actually, you know, like that thought that was going to be my least favorite part, and then it turned into kind of an amazing part. If you want to get to my least favorite part, it was like, you know, pretty much whenever I was spending time with Adam, that was my least favorite.
Yeah, what do you think is the worst part for me? One of the best parts for me was the whole like Sega Shenmue thing I got to do, and that had nothing to do with you. It was great.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's always.
So we went to the Take-Two booth on the floor at E3. Now, strangely enough, it wasn't like a open to the public thing, because they didn't really have any. Yeah, they had like a bouncer kind of. They had like a bunch of people checking to make sure you were allowed in. Maybe because they don't really have any new games right now. They were just like.
It was all for business meetings.
It was business stuff.
So let me give you some context. If you've ever seen one of these convention floors, booths are always open. They have games there. The public goes and stands in lines, that kind of thing. This had a bouncer, and once you were inside, it was like being in the lobby of a fancy hotel. In the middle of the convention center. Anyway, go on.
So we go in, and we're just like, oh, hey, we were invited here by, you know, this guy. I mentioned I had 3 different contacts from 2K who invited me. Yeah, so Adam mentioned 3 different people. Our main dude, his name is Josh.
His name's Josh, yeah.
He's a cool dude. And but he wasn't able to be there, and then Adam dropped the other 2 names of people that we know there, and we started trying to contact them and figure out how to get in. Turns out none of them were actually there. All 3 of the people that we know weren't there. They couldn't come out and get us and take us into this swinging party with all kinds of delicious snacks and chairs and comfortable situations and free booze and coffee and everything. So we were just like we sat out in this lobby, desperately trying to get into this place. People would come in, sit there for a few minutes, someone would come out and get them, and we just looked at them like, oh, why? How are you getting in? And eventually it just became shameful. We were just like, this is embarrassing. They think that we're liars. They think we don't belong here. The dude at the counter kept coming up to us and he was just like, so who's coming to get you? And we were just like, oh God.
I kept saying different real people's names so he didn't kick us out, because he's like, okay, I do recognize that name, but I'm still not really buying it, but I don't have enough of an excuse to kick you out of here. It was really the look on his face. Then do you remember what happened before our hero showed up?
No, go ahead.
All right, so a buddy of mine that I've met at multiple events, he walked in, he said hey to me, and then and that's what I think was our lowest moment. I was talking to this dude, and he's like, oh, all right, I'll take care of it. Let me go get Scott. And I'm like, I know Scott. I messaged Scott, and Scott never got back to me. And I'm like, if my buddy here message Scott at 2K, and 8 seconds later Scott comes out, it's going to be really fucking awkward because that means he chose not to acknowledge me,
yes.
but he chose to pick this guy up instead. So then what do I do? Because do I go over to Scott and be like, hey, did you not hear me a minute ago or an hour ago or whatever? Like, I was just preparing myself for the awkwardness that was going to be this situation, right? We're sitting there on the couch, and we're just like waiting for how bad this is going to be. We're actually kind of, I think we were kind of debating maybe just kind of scuffling out of there and just being like, fuck it, this is too embarrassing. And just at that moment, when we were at our lowest, like an angel from down on high, we see this dude, and he's just staring at us, like analyzing us, and he's starts like fangirling, and he's just like, oh my god, are you Aaron Yonda? Are you Adam Korlick? Oh my god. And we're like, yeah. He's like, oh, I'm such a big fan of Game Society. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. And we're like, oh, that's so cool. We're talking to him for a little bit. And then he's like, well, what are you doing here? And I was like, yeah, we're trying to get in. You know, our friends aren't here or whatever. And he was like, oh, you just want to get in? Dude, I work for Take-Two. Come on in. Let's go. Fucking come on. Let's go in. And I was like, oh shit. And then I looked at my friend on the couch. I'm like, dude, do you want to get in now? Can my friend come in? Yeah, all of you. Come on. And all of a sudden we're like VIP'd right the fuck in. And we're like, yes. I'll let you take over.
No, I mean, that was it. And then we got to go in and we got to meet and chat with him, which was amazing. And it was just like, it turned from like this horribly embarrassing situation into this like amazing, like, okay, and not only that, but like he was like, oh, here, take this all access pass. So if you come back here again, you can get in, no problem. And he was just like, so we were just treated like royalty. And
yeah.
Like,
it gets slightly better because we were talking to him, and then we were talking about different content we made and all that stuff. Actually, Emery, as a surprise, I called Emery up and I was like, here, Emery, talk to this guy. He's gonna fangirl on you because the guy didn't know. I put Emery on the phone. What did you guys talk about anyway? Do you remember?
Not much. I asked him like what his favorite GSP video was, and he just said that he had been watching since the beginning of Skyrim for Pimps, and you know, that was what got him in. And he couldn't remember what his like first GSP video was or anything like that. He was just in.
He was talking about 7 Days to Die. I remember that.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were talking to him for a bit, and he was like, yeah, I should check out your podcast. And I was like, oh, it's a Patreon thing. And he was just like, oh, I've been giving you guys all Patreon money for years. And we're like, what? And he's just like, apparently he's like been in the Discord, but he's like never really commented on it. So he might swing back around in there at some point. Cool. His name's Ross. So awesome guy.
So that was pretty that was pretty awesome. It could have been horrible. We were about to leave, actually. We were just like, I think we should go. Nobody's coming to get us. And we just looked like idiots. And it turned into we were the coolest people. That was nice. That was really nice, because I've been in that situation before, and it hasn't turned out that well. So.
It's because you're with me, son.
No.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
S Ninja says, Aaron, what would be your lady name? Actually, what would all three of your ladies' names be? If I was a lady?
I think I'd probably be Amanda or something like that. That's closest to my name.
Yeah, you would. I would be... Yeah.
You'd just be Aaron with spelled E-R-I-N.
I could just be Aaron with an E.
And Emery's probably Emily.
Yeah, Emery would definitely be Emily, because people already call him Emily.
That's true, they do. Losers.
Liz asks, where do you think the Elder Scrolls 6 is? I'm hearing High Rock or Hammerfell. Probably. I'm not particularly worried about it. I just want another game. Like, as soon as possible. But I know it will be years. Yeah, probably 2025. Omega says, it's nice that you guys have a variety of fans. Thank you. Gary Mark says, honestly, you guys are amazing. How you're not more popular is just ridiculous. It makes such great code. I mean... I don't know. Sometimes you have to look at YouTube as the people that make the best or funniest or most entertaining stuff aren't ever going to be popular. Because there's something about having mass appeal that you have to just be sort of bland and not interesting.
That's like the hipster way of looking at it, that's for sure.
No, I mean, it's true.
Might be right,
it's fucking
though.
True.
Might be right.
Look at all the people that are popular on YouTube. They're bland and they're not very interesting. There's very few unique people or interesting or really truly funny people who are super fucking popular on YouTube and stay popular. We were sort of popular for a while. I mean, I mean, our videos were regularly getting like, you know, fucking 50,000 views or something. So, that's, you know, that's not bad. It's just you can't keep that because YouTube keeps trying to hide everything about you if they don't find you family friendly. Speaking of family friendly,
What are you doing? Coming, Lieutenant.
as Emery's examining a half-naked person in a tube. And looking, he's like, I could see you looking at the screen like with this face, like appraising face. Are you in like a fucking robotic strip club? What is
I
this?
think so. Awesomely enough.
That's amazing.
Gavin's in there too.
Oh, right. Gavin's in there,
Did you have any other really high-end E3 moments or low-end E3 moments?
Not really. I kind of enjoyed walking everywhere. Adam's really cheap and doesn't like to take public transport, so we just walked everywhere, which was totally fine with me because I was like, I needed the exercise. So.
That's not a fair assessment. There was a free shuttle. You could have taken it any time. I chose to walk because it takes longer with LA traffic to get there on the shuttle. What are you talking about?
I don't know about that.
Literally, we discussed this on site.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know about that.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, I was willing to walk down the street to the convention center. It wasn't really a big deal for me.
It was like a mile and a half, dude. I mean, that's...
And that's not really that big of a deal.
That's not nothing. Emery can't even walk a half mile.
Emery can't walk out
Whatever,
of his
man.
house.
I can walk a ton, man. Brah. Fuck you, brah.
You are literally walking a
Android
ton, yeah.
boobs! Android boobs!
You better diagnose the android boobs.
Oh, Connor,
Why do you always, like,
disgusting.
taste dead androids?
Because my programming makes it so that if I taste things, I can understand them better, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't you see Terminator 3? That's how that works.
Are you
Idiot.
gonna finger her now?
Maybe.
So if you guys have other questions, by all means, fire them at us.
Oh, I looked up my total amount of money on Steam too. It was only like $1,000. But I've been lucky enough to be gifted a lot of stuff too. So, Emery, do you want to know how much money you've spent on Steam?
No.
There's a link for that.
I don't want to know. I don't want to
Yeah,
know.
Gary, I know what you're saying about Rooster Teeth. Like, maybe
What
they're
about
not
him? What did he say?
They're still very mainstream. He just said Rooster Teeth is very popular. I wouldn't call them bland, though.
Holy shit, it's time for my pizza. I'll be right back.
I agree with that. But I don't find them particularly unique. They're not bad. But, I mean, you know, it just depends on what you like. It just totally depends on your preferences. But we'll just never be super, super popular because we don't have that mainstream appeal. We just have more of a... We have an appeal.
Omega asks, what are some games at E3 that piqued your interest that you weren't interested in before? So I'm going to admit this up front. The one that Aaron's wearing a shirt for right now, Trials Uprising, I think both of us, neither one of us gave a shit about that. We were at the Ubisoft conference even, and we still didn't care about it.
It wasn't like a motorcycle thing?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And we were at their VIP loft, and we're like, all right, we better just play it. Remember, I think we had to like talk each other into playing it. We're like, we better just fucking do it, like just because we better just do it. So then we sat down, loved it, fucking loved it.
It was so fun. We were
phenomenal.
laughing our asses off constantly while playing it.
Oh my god, it was Happy Wheels. It was Happy Wheels.
And actually, like the dev and a couple other people were like watching us play it because we were laughing so much. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was the biggest surprise of all of the games we played. We loved that game so much. I had a lot more fun with the Division 2 than I expected to have.
I did too. I didn't think it was going to be exciting, but it was. And Adam died constantly. You'll see that
was part of the
tomorrow.
funny. Yeah, I really wish we had recorded my angle.
Don't worry, dude. It turned out fine. It's going to be good.
Good.
The other game that I was completely not expecting to love or be excited about was Dying Light 2. Don't get me wrong, I liked Dying Light, the first game. It was decent, but I just didn't fall in love with it this game, after seeing the preview, which I wish we could share with you, but they didn't give us any footage at all. Fuck, that game looks really cool. It takes place in like an old European city, and
a fictional one.
A fictional European city with all these old buildings, but modern touches like signs and things like that, but it's all post-apocalypse. And some of the stuff you can do in the game is really great, and the location is amazing, and you're making all kinds of decisions that will affect the whole look of the city after you make them. It looks like a winner, and I wasn't that excited about it, but now I really am. It looks great. So
yeah. You know what kind of I pleasantly was surprised by was Rage 2. We got to play that even though we weren't allowed to record it. I didn't really enjoy much of the first Rage, and I think that was generally... I was kind of surprised they gave it a sequel. But yeah, we got to play that one demo, and that game, while I can't say is by far my favorite like first-person shooter, it is definitely a game where you just go and just fucking murder the shit out of stuff.
It's just like fun. Like, it's not going to be a game that you play for that long, but when you play it, you're going to have a really good time. There's a lot of different crazy shit that you can do. And it was just like totally like devastate your enemies with a variety of different moves, send them flying up in the air, do all kinds of shit. It was just really fun.
I want to tell the story about how I think Dying Light 2 also kind of tainted your E3 experience. The first thing we did, the first thing when we were actually in the convention center, our first meeting was with Techland at I think it was like 10:30 that morning. So Techland was making Dying Light 2. We got there, and they just hand us this backpack full of like cool shit, like a wristband, a compass, a shirt, and even like this really, really good like portable charger for cell phones. And he was like, awesome, we should just make appointments at everything because we'll just get something. Like, this is not normal. They don't usually give you like this great bag full of stuff. And like, sure enough, after that, we mostly got nothing. Actually,
I'll go grab the backpack and show it to you.
Yeah,
in the meantime, Emery, make yourself big and show everybody that pizza dude. They want to see.
Making myself big, you say? Okay.
Yeah, do it, son.
Here we go. This is my last little bit of the first slice of pizza I got. I'm gonna dip it in my garlic sauce. Here we go. Oh yeah, you see that shit?
Make sure to say thank you to Kristen. She bought you that.
Thank you, Kristen. You're awesome. I love you.
I like how tiny Aaron is just in the corner.
Can you make me bigger now too? Look at, oh my god, dude, did you just purposely look like that dude behind you?
What?
You just fucking tipped your head back and looked exactly like the guy lying, yeah, but it was...
He did! I caught up on the stream. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? I'm all blurry, that
is hilarious.
Okay, so here's the backpack. Dying Light 2, it's got like a strap that you, so it like goes sort of like... I don't know, it's complicated, but it's a cool backpack.
This is obviously my pizza. Take a look at that fucking pizza. Oh god, yeah. See that shit? Oh yeah.
This was something they were like handing out in the hallway or something? Ring dings?
The backpack?
No, ring dings.
Yeah, I remember Drake's was just, they were making it rain like ho-hos and ring dings and cupcakes and all sorts of bullshit.
Here's a cable that Adam and I both got. You'll see that on his channel because he talks about fucking cables and things. Cables.
Yeah, dude, that was a weird... that cable... Can we tell that story?
Yeah, why wouldn't we be able to?
Because I want to tell that story, but I don't want that to be part of the video that they actually see.
Yeah, maybe don't then. Don't. It's
just a fucking after party. Who's gonna see this shit?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying here is fine. I don't want to make it in... I don't want to put it in like the review video.
Oh yeah, well go ahead.
Say it now then.
Well, put the cable back on screen so I can illustrate this a little better. So you got it up? I can't see.
Yep.
Oh, Abed just showed up. Hey, Abed. He's still going by Omelet now.
Omelet?
Omelet!
Okay, so we got these. This basically what happened is there was this company called M Cable, or Marseille Cable. They emailed like everybody on the E3 press list like 7 times. Like I literally got 7 emails from them the like 2 days leading up to E3, just like begging people to go to their like VIP party, which means it's not VIP because anyone's allowed to go. But anyway, so I kept kind of ignoring it because I was like, whatever, I don't really care about HDMI cables that much. So we were walking around the convention floor, and then I see their booth, and I'm like, I look over at it, and I'm like, hey man, Aaron, we should maybe go over there because those are those guys who messaged us and all that stuff. Maybe they'll give us some free cables. So he's like, all right. And as we're like kind of contemplating it, this woman who works for them comes up and she like begs us to go over and look at a demonstration. And it was like so awkward that we're like, yeah, all right. And then this dude, this French dude who was like the engineer, was way too passionate about his product and way too honest. He was showing us a display of how it works. And admittedly, it works a lot better. It actually looks very nice. But he like admitted, he's like, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to advertise. Oh my God, please help us. It was really weird. And he's like, well, what do you do? We're like, we're YouTubers. He's like, oh, who the hell invited YouTubers? There's no point. You can't even see the difference on YouTube. And we're like, I don't know, dude, you invited us. It was really awkward. And then at the end, he was like, all right, let me give you a cable. So he gives me one, and he autographs it. I don't know why. Probably because
he autographed an HDMI cable?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
What?
He autographed
it. So weird.
Well, because at some point he made his like whole speech, and then afterwards, you know, Aaron was like, "Okay, sure." And I asked him an actual technical question. I was just like, "Does it handle like, you know, this low resolution?" He was like, "Oh my God, someone who gets it." And then I talked to him for a minute, and then I asked him if it worked with this other machine, and it actually broke him. He didn't know what to say. So that's when he was like, "All right, give him a cable, give him a cable," and then he autographed it, which was really weird. And then he like begged us to go to his party later. So we're like, "All right." So fast forward to the party. We're in there, which is just like in this hotel room they rented out, and like everyone in there, they're just showing a display to. We only went because Aaron was like, yeah, I kind of want to get a cable too. They look pretty good. And I was like, I'm sure they'll let us have one. That makes it sound like they're just getting rid of them. So if you remember this, Aaron, we're in one room and the PR lady comes over and she's just like, oh, hey, thanks for coming. And you brought it up. You're like, yeah, you know, we live in different states. I was hoping I get a cable. And she was like, oh yeah, all right, let me see if we have any more. And it's like, of course you have more. We saw the giant box full of them in the other room. But so she gives him one. Then we go into the main room and we're watching on this TV. And they're displaying that there's a gaming cable and there's a cinema cable. And I just start holding the cinema cable in my hand. I'm not really thinking much about it. I'm just kind of looking at it, trying to see how it's different. Long story short, eventually we just kind of walked out of there each with an extra cable, which you would argue maybe was like theft. But just as we were leaving, the dude who like ran the thing came over. He's like, okay, all right, you're leaving. You guys have cables? Do you need more? And we're like, no, man, we're good. And he's like, all right, thanks for coming. And like, they never got a hold of us, like really. I've been trying to get a hold of them to like work out details for a video, but she was totally right. They have no idea what they're doing when it comes to marketing. Like I've been trying to get their attention to like tweet about them, and they're like, we don't even have a Twitter. We don't know what the hell we're doing. And I was like, God, so weird.
But it's, yeah. If you want to know what the fucking cable is and why it's such a big deal, it actually upscales shit to 4K. Pretty much any signal upscales intelligently with no latency to 4K. Like it's not, it's like, it sounds like a miracle. I don't want to get into the details because it's boring as fuck, but I'm just telling you, like, it's a pretty amazing product.
It is. Like what he said was right. They're a team of engineers and they're very good at that, but marketing and advertising, they're obviously not very good at.
Just like Game Society. We're good at making what we make, but we're terrible at everything else involving this. So they're kind of like, you know, they should be our buddies.
Yeah, really. So
Adam, you gotta talk about what happened with the shirt you got in your Dying Light 2 backpack.
Oh, they gave me a small, but you know, it's for like babies. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
There's no way. Also, Adam got this in his hotel room. Remember the preacher bag?
Yeah. So one day I walk into my hotel room and I just see this bag and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I call Aaron up and I'm like, hey man, is there anything in your room that wasn't there when you left? And he's like, no. And I was like, all right, I'm going to surprise you. So I go downstairs and I give this to him. I'm like, look at this weird bag. There's got some like coupons or whatever ads in here. And then it had a fucking tiny little bottle of whiskey in it. And I'm like, yep, that's all you, man. Enjoy your bottle of whiskey that was donated to me by the hotel.
And this is, you can put this on your door at the hotel. Like, this is amazing. It says, beware of the god. What is the maid going to think when she fucking sees that?
Beware of the God?
Yeah, can you see this, Emery? Look.
Yeah.
This goes on your door. It was given to Adam, but this is like a marketing thing for Preacher, the TV show.
It's the dog.
Yeah, and so this is like
dog.
a weird fucking thing that you put on your...
It's hilarious.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we
it
have
was,
an autograph. I mean, the main gist of that story is Adam now has an autographed HDMI cable. Everybody,
Ooh.
who
By the
knows how much
engineer.
that's worth? Maybe you should give that to me.
The interesting thing about those cables is they're not cheap, dude. They're $120 a piece. And it's
They're good. They're very good.
yeah, they have this. I mean, as you said, we won't get too technical, but they built like a special processor in it right at the part you plug into the television, and the processor takes the image of anything you send at it, and it redraws pixel by pixel to render out a completely different and higher quality image. It's actually very impressive from a technical standpoint.
Yeah,
but their
if you're into
presentation
that
is
kind of
just like,
thing.
yeah, their presentation of it though is just kind of fucking hilarious because they just, well, maybe if we autograph them, they'll be worth more. It's like, sure.
Abed, I'm
whatever.
so sorry that you can't change your name from Omelet. That's very, very sad. By the way, I think you already responded to me, but no, you didn't. Abed, check your PMs on Discord because I wanted to ask you about making a drink named after you for Beer and Board Games this weekend. If you're still there, he maybe had to go back to work. He's probably not supposed to be watching. I don't know what his situation at work is.
Yeah, he works.
Omega thinks it's worth $10,000. I agree.
All right, if you want to give
I
me
want
$10,000, I'll give you this cable.
No, I want the signed one. You took my fucking cable. You have both. You have my cable.
You have one of mine. I accidentally got your gaming cable, and you got my cinema cable.
Yeah,
We'll
give me
swap
the
later.
fucking cable.
We'll swap later. It's no problem. People keep asking if Emery will make a pizza brownie sandwich.
Oh, dude, that was a birthday thing, man.
I don't know. I
What?
think that's up to Kristen.
If somebody wants to pay me, sure, I'll do it.
Well, debatably, Kristen.
Not doing
did
that
do
shit for free.
You didn't.
How did?
Kristen
No.
paid
She
for it.
didn't. She didn't pay for me to eat a fucking brownie pizza sandwich. She paid for me to get a fucking pizza, and that's what I did.
Okay.
Emery's playing drunken hardball. Everybody. Mm-hmm. You can't fuck with him.
Fuck you, man.
Well, all right. What's your price for a slice of pizza with a brownie on it?
I'm way too drunk to make that kind of decision. You do it, dude. You're fucking sober as shit.
All I
Yeah,
can
but
say is, motor in. What's your price for life?
Motor in! What's your price for life?
Just
Find
Emery?
it, Mr. Right.
Emery, you have to throw a number out there, buddy. I'm not the one eating it, so it's
$1
not-
million.
it's not-
It'll be. Can I make it small again? I look really shitty, like big.
You look shitty
it's-
big. Okay, I'll
Okay,
make
so
you
never
small.
mind, everyone. He's not gonna do it.
Motor in!
What's your price for life?
Adam, think of a good price, bitch.
For Emery's
Well,
machete
to be fair,
knife.
I actually think you should just do it because she already paid.
No.
So since that's
She
my
already
answer,
paid?
so-
What? She paid for me to get a pizza. The brownie was completely
Oh,
separate.
God, you guys with your dumb arguments all the time.
That's what I'm just asking. Pick a number. Do you think $20 is fair? Do you think 50? Do you think 100? What do you think?
Don't negotiate with Emery. He's a terrorist.
I don't negotiate with Emeryists.
Emeryists.
I don't
right,
negotiate
how
with
would you-
motorists!
I don't. Fuck it. Never mind.
Gary Mork has an honest question. Has Emery ever had chocolate with bacon on it? Or have any of you? No.
I have.
never.
Yes, I have. I've had those chocolate bars that just have bacon like inside of it. It's actually they're not very good.
Yeah, Adam had some when he was in Peru once.
No, here at World Market.
Peruvian choco bacon.
Yeah, Peruvian choco bacon. He loves that stuff.
I've never been to Peru. That'd be cool.
Kristen says, so hostile, Emery.
Yeah, she
You
doesn't
are
like you anymore, Emery.
Yeah, you're a jerk. Why do I hang out with you?
No.
David Whitman says, Emery, I came here to eat pizza and kick ass, but I'm too full on pizza.
I'm getting there, bro. Getting there, but not quite.
All right, Gary, I'm going to try bacon with chocolate now because that, you know, when you said that, I was like, that does sound obscenely delicious. I better look for it, but I don't know where.
Omega says, "What Emery? What did you do the entire time Adam and Aaron were in Los Angeles?"
Mostly jacked it.
Yeah, that does. Considering how little video content was produced, I'm inclined to agree. That's probably exactly what
Mostly.
In between editing Skyrim and jacking it, he edited Skyrim. Wait, no.
Yeah, to his credit, he obviously did have to work pretty hard on Skyrim.
Yeah, dude. When I saw the first cut of that, Emery, I did not expect it to be so fucking amazing. I was like, Emery's gonna send me some half-assed bullshit, and I'm gonna be like, Emery, this sucks. Redo it. And instead, he sent me some fucking amazing, like the opening and the drama. That was great. Good job, man.
Thing is, I didn't want to send anybody a cut that didn't convey kind of like the emotion, you know, that I was going for. You know what I mean? So that's part of why it took so long. It's because I needed to make sure that what I sent really got across what I was going for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You guys have no idea how hard that show is to produce. Like,
they know. They know.
I guess you guys. Well, most of them do, but there are some of these people who are new to this, so we can kind of explain a bit about this process. Skyrim for Pimps is our masterpiece, in a very humble way of putting that. But we've been working on that for years. Plot lines, seeds, all that stuff has been planted literally for years.
So this episode had to be really.
It had to knock it out
because it was like the big revelation. So
yeah, if you haven't been, I hope you saw it by now. But the big reveal happens right at the beginning, and we knew that was going to be a thing. I would say pretty early on in the first season. We knew that at some point we wanted to do that, and then we started just drawing it together. So if you actually go back and rewatch the show, you'll realize there's a lot of moments where you're like, "Oh fuck!"
I'm gonna go back and rewatch because I want to see that.
That's kind of how that show's always worked. Is we've just planted a lot of seeds because I'll come up with these plot lines where I want to get to certain points, and then we'll come up with seeds together to figure out how to tie those things together.
We're kind of like the creators of Lost, the writers of Lost, except a little more forward thinking than them.
Yeah, that whole thing was that show based itself on the mystery box concept, but they had no end game. We do. We've had an end game plan for that show for years. Obviously, we've drawn it out, but drawing it out actually has worked to its advantage because you've been able to see more angles and more details. But it has always had the intention of ending exactly the same way, which is going to happen this time.
I'm gonna try to save these. I'm gonna try to save.
But yeah, season 7 should be solid. And you might think you got all the reveals right away. Nope. We saved, I think, the best for last.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
I just like how this episode ends too. That just worked out so well.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one. But the majority of the season obviously won't be like that. It's going to be a lot of content building towards basically that same moment.
Playing the mod, and there'll be a little bit of the drama, but not. It won't. It'll be more. Well, I mean, it'll be more like traditional Skyrim, where we're just fucking around and going.
Except for the finale is going to be the hardest episode I think we've ever had to produce, and that will probably take the longest amount of time.
No, Lydia episode's going to be the hardest one.
The fucking Lydia episode. Let's not talk about that. But the intended finale, if you will. That's going to be a pain
next year when the finale comes out.
Yeah, exactly. But we're looking forward to that.
Analyze that man. He's deceased, definitely.
Did you have a chance to play the new Resident Evil 2 at E3? No. The thing about E3, I don't know about... From Aaron and I's perspective, we don't go to E3 to like wait in lines to play stuff we're excited about. It's all business meetings. It's meeting after meeting after meeting. Like everything you have to do is just to progress the purposes of your channel in this case.
To try to get games early and to try to get... it looks like a chick was like strangling some dude, Emery.
Weird.
Yeah, so we don't go. I mean, we get to play games, but that's only through connections we have where they let us into their lounges and stuff, and it's usually for the purposes of recording. But to just stand in line and like, hey, we can play a game for fun, like, that's not a thing. There's just not nearly enough time for that.
The game I really wanted to play was Cyberpunk 2077, and of course, even just for press, people listed as press, was us. It was impossible to get in there and play that game.
The public wasn't even allowed to try for that one. Only media could, and they couldn't do it. Yeah, that game definitely won like surprise hit of E3. Like,
oh my god,
it was up in the weird thing is, so E3 has like the 2 big show floors, and then they have some other space that's like upstairs, like above this other wing that kind of like, hey, we have technically here a type of presence, but it's really just like an office. Most of that stuff is just dead end shit, like indie games that can't even afford to be down on the floor in the indie section, that kind of thing. But Cyberpunk got put up there somehow, and dude, they crowded that whole area. It's not usually like that. Usually it's like a ghost town. Yeah, I'm sure the other guys appreciated it because it meant there was extra foot traffic.
To get Pat over to Mutant Year Zero, I had to file past this massive horde of people trying to get in there to play that. Emery, how's your brownie? Pixie wants to know.
Everything is all right.
Pretty fucking good.
Pretty fucking good.
Pretty fucking good.
Goggalore says it's like how Marvel movies led to Infinity War, but with Skyrim. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right, because Emery, the character Emery, is kind of like Thanos.
Essentially.
Dude, it's all his story. That's so weird. We were on the same wavelength as the Avengers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I can't stress enough that if you watch the first episode of season 7 and then go back and rewatch the other 6 seasons, you'll notice things you did not know before. And you'll be kind of like, wow.
Yeah, like, did you know your mom was in Skyrim for Pimps? Yeah, she's in episode 8. Check it out.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Blue Nosebleed?
There was another android.
So there was another android. I need to go get drunk now and sit in my bathtub. I'm gonna head out.
Is there any other E3 related questions? Because Aaron and I would definitely be down to keep talking about that shit.
There's plenty of stuff, but you'll see the videos too when they come out. So if you're bored by E3
it's more of a personal story aspect as opposed to like, yeah, this game was fun. Okay, let's move on.
That's true.
So, but that's up to you guys. We just talk about whatever you guys want.
We'll talk about whatever you want.
Yeah.
For another 10 minutes, and then we have to go.
Okay.
Once Emery finishes this scene, basically. There's Emery's favorite.
I'm gonna go talk to my favorite. See if she saw anybody leave that room.
Oh, well, use his. Use your fucking jerky partner.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk.
Sean Henry wants to know the best food you had in LA, Adam and Aaron. On this trip or ever? The best thing I've ever eaten in Los Angeles is a wet burrito. Those things are amazing. I've never had a good one outside of Los Angeles.
That sounds really sexual. Go ahead.
It does, but they're really fucking good. Like at Paco's Tacos, it's a chain out there. Oh, they're so fucking good.
This time though.
This time, Aaron and I found this like awesome breakfast place, and I credit to Aaron. He was the one who actually found it. And we went there like every fucking day. It was so good.
By the end of the conference, they were just like, "Hey, it's you guys. Hey, here's your booth." Like we were fucking family.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
We were family who had to keep paying, but it was fine. It was totally worth it.
I had a really good breakfast there that was just like, it had a lot of vegetables in it, but it tasted really good. I can't explain it. There's no point in trying.
The first day I was there, I had the lobster hash. Remember that? That shit was great. And then they only did that on weekends. So then after that, I just had like this steak and eggs thing, and it was so good.
Adam had the lobster hash that was encrusted with gold.
Guys, I'm about to probe the shit out of this hooker.
Are you gonna probe the lady bot?
Yeah.
Sweet.
What surprised you the most about E3? That there was okay.
How many people recognized Adam?
Yeah, that happens a lot at E3, dude.
Yeah, I know, Adam. Why don't you talk more about that?
You brought it up. That wasn't even going to be my answer.
Okay, actually, what's your answer?
Well, I was just going to say that I was able to get in the Bethesda conference. You weren't. That surprised me. I was able to get in the Microsoft conference. You weren't. That surprised me.
Okay.
No, but on that topic, actually,
you didn't go to the Microsoft conference. What are you talking about?
Yes, I did. I went to the Xbox conference.
What? Oh. Whatever. I didn't want to go to that. Suck it.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, so no, what surprised me was kind of the theme of our whole thing is like every time something really shitty happened to us, out of fucking nowhere, something came in and like bailed us out. So like for example, that Take-Two story where like we were all like embarrassed, and then all of a sudden our like one of our super fans comes in, he works there, and he's in like a position of power, and he just walks us right in, stuff like that. The other time that happened that was like really cool, as you remember, we were at the Machinima party. And we were hanging out basically in front of our Machinima agent, and we were just trying to talk ourselves up and look good. And literally at that moment, when it was kind of sounding like maybe we were retarded, all of a sudden this dude just like finds the courage and comes up to me. He's like, "Oh my God, Adam, is that you? Oh my God, can I take a photo? I'm such a huge fan." And then after that, he left, and she was like, "Okay, all right. So what do you want to talk about?" Like she's like, "Okay, yes, you guys are still relevant."
Kristen says, "What about that Battlegrounds game Aaron was talking about? It's called Fractured Lands. It's like Mad Max and PUBG. And actually, I know everyone was making jokes like, oh, what's the latest Battle Royale, variation that's going to be at E3? But that was the only one we played. So, and it was actually really fun. Like, I kind of preferred over PUBG because of the Mad Max aspect in the cars and stuff like that. And I was decent at it. I killed 2 people before I died, which I've never done at Battlegrounds. I'm at PUBG, like I fucking cannot kill anyone unless I get really lucky and they walk right in front of me and I shoot them. But this game was possible for me to actually like enjoy myself and kill somebody, so that was great. I had a shotgun, which was helpful.
Tots asks, Aaron, you had expressed interest in streaming Forza Horizon 4. Are you still thinking about that?
No, we'll definitely stream it. We just got to get a copy of it. I'm sure we'll be able to get a copy of it or something.
You should probably play Forza Horizon 3 just to make sure you agree with what you're saying right now.
No, I want to play Forza Horizon 4.
Horizon 4, okay.
I don't want to play 3.
Pixie says, is E3 worth going to if you're not a journalist? I've always wanted to go. I've never been there as a regular, but I would assume no, because you can't access anything special.
Yeah, unless you really are excited to play these games, you have to wait in line for like an hour for any game.
Yeah, minimum. Actually, no, for them it would be much worse, because press passes get you in 3 hours before everybody else, and you're in those lines.
Unless it's an indie game.
Yeah, regulars get into the stadium like 3 hours after everybody else. And they all descend upon the same game. So, like, most people who went there, they got to play Smash Brothers once, and that was their day. They really didn't get anything else.
Gogalore says, hashtag probe the stripper, Emery.
I'm probing the shit out of the strippers' britches.
Britches. David Whitman says, was that Lucy Liu bot? I think so. Pretty sure it was Lucy Liu bot. She's going to karate Emery in the face. How was Greg Benson? Says Sean. He was awesome. Greg is the best. I love hanging out with him. Do you know what we did for most of the time I was hanging out with him? We listened to XTC albums on Blu-ray. They have Blu-ray releases of these classic XTC albums, and he has a surround thing, and so we got to listen to it in surround, and it was just pleasure, constant pleasure. Me and Greg pleasured each other.
That's gross.
Who had the best showing at E3? Who had the worst? Bethesda was all the fucking rage. I didn't think anybody else had anything.
You punned it.
Bethesda was all the rage too. I thought.
There you go.
I just think that they just they have so much going on right now that and Todd is such a fucking man. Jesus, look at that dude. He's such a cool dude. Bethesda's really where it's at right now. I think also, what was there? I think there was another one that I thought was decent. Ubisoft has a lot going on as well, which I think is awesome. I don't know, Adam. What do you think?
So I would say that by far the worst one was EA's.
Of course.
There's no real reason for them to even have a conference anymore. They mostly make sports games, so it's not interesting to watch. Plus, they're just bad at it. I'll give them some credit. They try to reach out to their fan base and have them be part of the show, but they always find the cringiest of fuck people. But then when I can't talk about it, but when you know the behind the scenes of who they picked and why, you'll know why they're so fucking cringe. I wish I could talk about that. And then the other thing, but the best ones, Bethesda by far had the most shocking performance. It was really fucking cool to get to go to that. I'm sorry, Aaron. Next year we'll get you in, okay? But that was awesome, and I'd say Ubisoft put up the best actual show. But as far as game content, it wasn't particularly surprising.
True.
Whatever, man. The fucking For Honor shit was crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Of the big three, I'd say that Nintendo doesn't even really do one. They do like a pre-made video that they air, so I wouldn't even count that. So the other two, Sony's was boring as fuck, even though they had way better and more interesting titles. Microsoft puts on a better show, but their games are much more lackluster. So that one's kind of a toss-up. So I would probably give it to Bethesda.
The worst one sounded like it was Devolver, which just did some weird like parody of a presentation and tried to be like hardcore or something. It sounded like a like nothing. Yeah. Although, like you were saying, like wasn't Sony just all trailers or something?
Yeah, Sony had this like really cringy fucking intro where they were like cutting back to like this guy in a booth, and then they were saying like, "Oh, please don't expect any new announcements today." And I was like,
"Yeah,
did he really just say that? That was terrible." And then it was just a series of trailers. It's like it's trailers for games we knew, so there was no surprise or excitement thing to it. It was just like, here's more gameplay of games you already know about, that's fine. Some people that's all they're looking for, but personally, I liked it to have more flair, and I like something about it to excite me. That didn't either.
Deep Fried Tots says Forza Horizon 4. I want to hear your thoughts. I think from what I've seen, it looks like it'll be more fun to play than a traditional racing game because there's a little bit more fucking around. You're meeting up with people online and doing stuff. So there's more to it than just, hey, let's race around the tracks and get good times or whatever. So to me, it looks like it'll be a little bit better, and I'm totally willing to give it a shot.
Cutting back to what we were talking about before, I was invited. I was invited to the PC Gamer one, and I was invited to the Devolver one, but I turned both down.
Yeah, that was probably a good choice.
Well, yeah, I was told the PC Gaming one was a fucking disaster. And that the Devolver one I didn't hear much about, but the reason I turned it down is because Devolver was like, yeah, you can totally go, but you have to like register with this app. And I was like, fuck. So I look into the app, and it's one of these like apps where you have to agree to like let it link to your Facebook and your Twitter, and it has like permission to do whatever it kind of wants with it. And I was like, no, you're not doing that. So I didn't go to that.
Gary Mark says, have we done comments on Fallout 76? Yes, there was a video. I think it was the first E3 video where I talk about Fallout 76.
Yeah, there's literally a video called Aaron's Bethesda conference reaction. It's on this channel on GSP.
It's on GSP too, yeah.
Yeah. So go check that out, and you can get all the details. If you guys haven't seen my recaps of E3, you should check those out, because I kind of talk about everything I played. So, do you guys ever come to England to do stuff? Not usually, although I've heard that Adam might be going there this year.
I will definitely be there probably within the next 6 weeks.
And because he
can't exactly discuss why, but yeah. I expect to be there sometime this summer.
He'll be in basically every city around the world in the next year.
Dude, I really wish I could declare publicly, but yeah, August in particular is going to be psychotic.
Yes.
But I expect to be in the UK, if not this month, sometime in July.
I'm planning to visit the UK again at some point. I don't know if it'll happen this year, but at some point. Nintendo lost as they still did not do a stage show. Yeah, that was weird. Like,
they won't.
No, they just they're so old school.
There's a reason for that. The sole reason is that they're Japanese. The Japanese like to have everything super scripted, super controlled, super signed off by the Japanese division. A live presentation, the way they used to do it, is too open to fuck ups, basically, and they're just tired of it. So they'd rather have plus they don't want leaks. The problem with those type of shows is all the games get out there. Say whatever you want, all the bad shit about Nintendo, and I agree with a lot of that. They're nuts. At the end of the day, they were the only company that really had any worthwhile surprises other than Bethesda's one reveal, and that was because they don't tell Walmart Canada what they're doing. You know
what about the fact that For Honor has a Chinese faction coming, man? What the fuck, man, bro? That's crazy as shit.
Emery, I got some bad news for you. Aaron and I both knew about that quite some time ago.
Yeah, why? What? No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. We have the PDF pamphlet. Yeah.
Why, dude?
Yeah, we even told you about it.
Emery, China, I sent you a Chinese flag, and then you didn't reply.
Hold on a second.
Exactly.
Hold on.
We knew.
You texted me?
We had a...
No,
it was Facebook Messenger, but we knew a long time ago because they sent us a PDF with all the stuff they were going to have there.
You're a lying sack of shit.
I am not lying to you. I have no reason to lie to you.
It doesn't matter if you knew. It was still a big ass surprise for everybody. So fuck you.
Yes, but it didn't have to be to you. That's my point. If you just read your fucking messages.
Yeah, Devolver was just a big piss take. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't really comment on it. It was probably hilarious, but who knows? I heard people bad mouthing it. That's the only information I have on that. Omega says, Aaron, have you played Fallout Shelter? I think I started playing it for like 5 minutes, and then for some reason I just didn't continue. But I don't know, like addictive mobile games, like I just can't. They don't benefit me, so I haven't done it. I'm sure it's really fun. It looks really fun. I know it's really fun. Question from Gogolore: why were the reactions posted to GSP2? I think they were good enough for main GSP. I just feel like
main GSP audience wouldn't care.
Yeah, I feel like most people would just be really upset, and they'd just be like, "What the
Where
fuck is this?"
Skyrim unsubbed is the majority of comments on.
Or where is blank, and that would just be that. So maybe like a highlights thing or something. I don't know. We're releasing a lot of E3 content videos, and one where we talk about a whole bunch of different games, and so I kind of think we're just saving our WAD for that video. Square Enix had the worst, in my opinion. Barely call it conference, 30 minutes, and all the games they showed were at Sony and Microsoft.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I forgot about the Square Enix one. They invited us to that too, but I didn't.
It
was at the exact same time as Ubisoft's, I think. So it was like a idiotic decision.
With the Life is Strange style videos, they just keep going like to younger and younger characters, and this time it's a boy who is like a superhero, or he's not though. It just looks so fucking stupid. But it would be fun for us to
Here we go.
to make sport of, But yeah, it's just like a sort of a whiny boy who has a cape. So I have to identify with that part because I'm just like, oh, capes are cool. Good job, little dramatic boy whose father is angry at you or whatever. I don't know if you've seen the preview for that game. What was it called, Adam?
Captain Pants or something.
Life is stupid.
Life is stupid. The sequel. I want to make our own Life is Strange style game where we call it Life is Stupid.
I don't want to speak ill of Square Enix and their game content, but I will say this about their PR department: they are cheap. They're fucking weird. Like I've only been to one of their things, and it was weird. And then everything they've ever invited us to since, we would take a huge net loss to be involved in. Yeah, so they're weird. And then I'm like, oh right, they're Japanese. Yeah, of course.
Emery,
Japanese companies are always the fucking lunatics.
They really need to get with the modern era and stop being like all Yakuza on our asses.
I agree.
Yeah. Just to give you guys a sense of this, I'm going to give you a little... This isn't really any sort of secret, but like a lot of these companies, what they'll do is they'll be like, we're having an event in some city, we want to fly you out, put you up in a hotel, you come record footage and send you back. Square Enix every once in a while hits us up with that basic offer, but they say, but we won't pay for the hotel or the flight, you have to pay for all of that, and then if you want, you can come here and record footage and then bring it back and make videos. It's like, no. Like, I'm not going to spend money to make you a commercial.
Thousands of dollars to go...
I get to make a commercial for you that I'm not paid for? That's so cool.
Fucking dorks.
All to play like Secret of Mana? No, I'm good.
Emery, this is an important question. I think that a Chinese faction would be cool from Gogler, but I think that a Persian Middle Eastern faction would be cooler. What do you think?
So, I check out the For Honor subreddit and shit like that. And when...
I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah, exactly. They spoiled an image that was of the sword that one of the characters uses. And a lot of people were debating whether that sword was of Middle Eastern descent or Chinese descent. And I have to admit, I was in the faction of people who was hoping that it was a Middle Eastern sword. Because I definitely thought... that would be really cool to have like a Persian faction. And I think that hopefully in the future they do something like that. But I can understand why they went with the Chinese faction. Because China, enough said. They're fucking China. Middle East is the Middle East. Enough said. You guys can figure out, I guess, what I mean by that on your own.
One has money, the other doesn't.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever I mean by that is up to you. But, yeah, that's the situation, so I understand why they went with the Chinese faction. At least they look really cool. I'm really excited about the, like, Shaolin kind of guy. It's like a monk, you know, really cool. I like the Guan Yu dude. I've always loved Guan Yu, the Chinese deity. So, I'm
does
excited.
he carry molten pots around with his arms?
He does not. Why did you think that was what he did?
Like a reference to that TV show Kung Fu with... What's his face? David Carradine. Jamsaw77 says more Yakuza soon. I wouldn't say soon. We had a little problem where some of the footage we recorded didn't record, and now I have to go back and re-record it and send it to Emery. So it's going to be a bit of a delay just to make sure that we get the footage that we need to make the next episode.
Yeah.
But it will happen. Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sean?
Yakuza is like the one exception to the views rule. We'd make that one just because we fucking love it.
Sean says, I laughed that someone took my Where's Season 8 of Skyrim comment on the new Season 7 episode. Seriously? Speaking of typical comments. Yeah, I know. People, well, you know, it happens so much. I kind of get it. Because, like, every video we released, you know, since last year, basically, there's always one person who's just like, where's Skyrim Season 7?
We were even getting it tonight, and I was like, go watch it. It's out now. And they just...
Yeah, seriously, did they not know? That sucks. Mama Goblin misses Emery Daddy. I miss it too.
It was a good show.
I miss it
That
too.
was an example of a show that had to die because of its low ratings. What are you gonna do?
Please tell me you're gonna play the Boy Hero Life is Strange. Yeah, we probably will. We probably will. I mean, we'll have to try it. Maybe do it live or something.
That game is free. That's the Captain Pants one we we're just talking about.
Yes. Oh, right. Great. Pixie says, superhero kid, good looks lame. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. But lame and like that sort of like great time making fun of it. Making fun of the characters and stuff. David Whitman will be back. There will not be an after party on Friday, Anthony. Just a jive show. Everybody misses Emery Daddy. Maybe we could have Emery Daddy for an after party. Sean, that's a fucking smart idea.
We could do it.
Really smart.
Well, if we're gonna do that, we could just do it as an actual live show.
Maybe
on a night where we can't really come up with a better game.
Yeah, I'd be up for that. Definitely as an after party.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That's really smart. God damn, that's great.
The only problem is Emery Daddy would suddenly be an alcoholic because he's still drunk for that entire thing.
Likes to eat barrels of peanut butter.
So basically, like, we find out in the next episode, like, the barrel of peanut butter he had just eaten was actually all booze. Yeah. And that explains, like, the entire plot line of what he's doing. Oh, then I got really drunk and had sex with another man.
We have to refamiliarize ourselves with that story.
Yeah, well, it pretty much ended there. Like, he was becoming, like, really gay. He was upset because his daughter didn't have testicles. So he just found that out. And
who wouldn't be?
There was nothing wrong with that story. Nothing.
He went to bed, like, after eating an entire, like, barrel full of peanut butter and presumably died. That's why the show hasn't come back.
Gary, we don't normally stream Friday. We're just streaming this Friday because we got access to a beta of Fractured Lands. So we were like, let's stream it whilst we can. So that's why we're doing that. Omega
Actually, if you're in the
Day.
Discord, you can potentially join us for that. We have some extra codes left.
Join us. Yeah, there are a few codes left. You can attempt to join us, but
yeah, explain how this works for people who are playing.
So if you're confused about how this is going to work on Friday, even Emery and I won't necessarily be able to play together. We're going to start and try to get into the game at the same time, and hopefully a bunch of you will be able to do that too during their beta. But they don't have squads yet. They haven't enabled that. It's the game's still, you know, they're still developing it. And so there's no guarantee we'll be able to. There's no private server, so we can't play together. We just have to all try to get into the same thing at the same time. And I have a feeling it will be possible. Just depends on how many people are playing, but
she's a sweet girl.
We'll see. It's an indie game, so I don't think it's going to be super duper tons of
Populated.
people. We'll see. We'll see if it even works. We might stream and like the game won't work, and then we'll be like, oh, okay. So then we'll have to stream Emery Daddy or something.
You have a long walk tomorrow.
Am I right?
Yeah.
We have a long
Yeah.
walk tomorrow. That's what I said to Adam every day at E3.
And I just went, stop complaining all the time. Just take the fucking bus then.
You thought about it.
The bus.
And that was pretty much it.
Before.
No way.
Free.
Oh, will we hear you guys talking during the stream?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. Both of us will probably stream our perspectives too.
Have you ever noticed anything?
Crisp is still the best name for a child. I agree. Pimps, I think he was going to do more live stuff. Is that going to happen? Well, we're doing a show on Friday.
We're also doing one right now.
You're talking about like GSP2?
Yeah, there was some talk about just randomly, sometimes we would show up on there and play.
That's
but-
an intention that we occasionally have, and we'll try to keep up with that, but trust me, it's
It's not as easy as you think, yeah.
every time we try to live stream, it just fucking technology just fails, and it's really fucked up. Are these like zombie androids? What the hell is happening? Dude, what are those?
Fucking zombie androids. Exactly how you called it.
Shit, that's awesome.
Emery, there's a question very much aimed at you from Andrea Lauer who says, can you guys elaborate on your 70 Skyrim mods? Are most of them just cosmetic things like clothes and hair and dance moves?
Mostly, yes. In fact, a lot of them are actually ones that are
Our name is Jerry.
made exactly
Worked
by
here before
me.
the park closed.
But if we do have a list of the mods,
Hurt us, so we
They're in the description.
they're actually in the description.
They're in there. Yeah,
Is
they're
that
in there.
all of them, or is that like
Yeah,
a
it's the
filter?
entire list you gave me.
Okay, yeah. So you can check out. Now that list doesn't include any of the ones that I made myself. I only included the ones that you can actually go online and find. But the ones that I made myself are only specifically to help me essentially create the video. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't actually be of any use to somebody else. So hopefully that's a good answer.
Omega says, "Oh, I thought it was going to be like that Machinima stream where you guys removed a bit." No, it's not. We're just going to be playing the game. It's not like a special.
Yeah, we're
situation.
not doing more of those.
We just have early access to the game.
What
So,
weren't we invited to something weird like that at E3? Do you remember?
I don't.
God, I remember somebody invited us to something. Oh, remember it was that like weird. I think it was that weird charity stream that we wanted to help
Oh
with.
yeah, the charity stream.
I think that was it.
I don't know. I'm sure it
remember.
was very awkward as hell. Holy
Yeah,
shit! You created a merry-go-round for all the zombie androids.
Can climb on board.
They're very excited. Look at.
Carousel is about to be
David Whitman says best name for a child is Adoptet. Do you mean adopted? David, have you been drinking? Omelet's back. Best name for a child is H-Roar. Oh yeah, I agree with that.
That's a pretty
Dude, if I
great
had a-
name.
If I ever had a kid, I would name it H-Roar. That kid right there should be named H-Roar.
H-Roar, yeah.
The girl. H-Roar the girl would be her full name. Or Mega Zombie H-Roar. Gogolor makes a good point.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is a really nice place to end right here, where
It really
the girl
is.
on her star horse. Fish.
Star Horse.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. The game must be over now, right?
I think so.
First time I've seen
I think we just played it to the end.
It's the first time I've seen her smile.
Had much to smile about me.
Yeah. That's amazing. What a nice.
Thank
Look
you,
at that
Jerry.
Frozen dude is happy. That guy's happy.
I am happy.
H-Roar the
Abbott
girl.
says-
H-Roar the girl is happy.
Abed says, have you thought more about the long love stream thingy? The
Oh
fuck?
yeah. Oh yeah. I've been going over that in my head, but I think we're gonna try to shoot for that in like August. It's happening now. Abed.
What is that?
We're doing a like 12-hour stream or something, or we're gonna.
I'm gonna warn you, if it's August, I probably can't help you with that.
Okay, we're gonna do it in September.
That's more
Set aside
likely.
some time, Adam.
Okay, because August is I don't expect to even be in Chicago at any point in August.
We will do it. We will do it.
Other than the airport. Okay.
Umama says he's naming his child Crisp. Omelet says, yes, I already answered that. Okay, Alden says, can I use Emery's mods to make my own series called Skyrim for Wimps? Yes, please do. Use them all, download them, get them.
No, because then I would have to send them to him, bro.
So yeah, basically you can't because Emery won't do any work.
I won't do it.
That's the hint.
No.
That's the hitch in the plan.
I'm gonna spend my time.
Emery to do any work of any kind, you can never count on it happening.
Instead of doing that, I'm gonna look at this hot chick right here. Hey, honey.
Sorry, Alden. He chose.
He chose laziness.
How's it going?
Ladiness. He chose ladiness. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. Hope you had a good time and hope you have a good night or day, if it's a day. Maybe we'll see you on Friday for a live. Look for the video tomorrow. Division 2 is coming out.
Yay! Hopefully you saw that Jurassic Park thing we put out today.
Yeah, that was really... Jason's mastered his Joseph Gordon-Levitt impression.
That was Jeff Goldblum.
I know.
You're just confused because we actually saw Joseph Gordon-Levitt at E3.
Justin Gordon-Levitt at E3, and we saw Frodo, so that was pretty cool.
Elijah Wood. Yeah, dude, credit to Ubisoft. They had a star-studded affair. Like, they were talking about... what was that game? It was Beyond Good and Evil 2. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have this thing where you can have artwork in there to talk about it. The CEO of this company, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And we're like, oh, that...
Dude, that game looks fucking cool, by the way.
Emery, kiss her. Kiss her, Emery.
And then fucking Joseph...
Make your head big.
Just... Shut up. Then Joseph Gordon-Levitt just fucking walks out. It was cool. Then later they're like, yeah, deliver it, or whatever the fucking name is, Transparence. Then all of a sudden, here's Elijah Wood. And you're like, holy shit, it's Elijah Wood. And then they're talking about Starlink with Zelda, or I'm sorry, Star Fox characters. Oh, Shigeru Miyamoto. You're like, wow, you had 3 superstars in the building. Nice.
Oh, there you go. Back it up. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yep. Kiss her on the cheek. Okay, now.
Yay. Get her.
Stick your tongue in her ear.
Ew.
Oh, well, she woke up. There you go. Stick it right in there. No, back up a little bit.
To all our female viewers, I apologize. This is visually offensive to all of you, I'm sure.
No. Don't they imagine Emery doing this to them?
No. In fact, we should probably refund. We should probably refund Kristen's money after all this, and probably give her money, so she doesn't press charges.
Oh, good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being good sports as always.
Real treat.